Baruch Adonai Hamvarach. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vayed. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Vayed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bakar banu mekol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen. Bless the Lord, the Blessed One.
Hallelujah.
Blessed is the Lord, the Blessed One, for all eternity. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has chosen us for all peoples and given us his Torah. Blessed are you, O Lord, giver of the Torah. Amen.
Praise God.
Parasha 41. Adonai said to Moshe, Pinchas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aharon, the Kohen, has deflected my anger from the people of Israel by being as zealous as I am, so that I didn't destroy them in my own zeal. Therefore say, I am giving him my covenant of Shalom, making a covenant with him and his descendants after him, that the office of the Kohen will be theirs forever. This is because he was zealous on behalf of his God and made atonement for the people of Israel. The name of the man from Israel who was killed, put to death with the woman from Midian, was Zimri, the son of Salu, leader of one of the clans from the tribe of Shimon. The name of the woman from Midian who was killed was Cosbi, the daughter of Zur, and he was head of the people in one of the clans of Midian. Adonai said to Moshe, treat the Midianite as enemies and attack them, because they are treating you as enemies by the trickery they used to deceive you in the Peor incident and in the affair of their sister Cosbi, the daughter of the leader from Midian, the woman who was killed on the day of the plague in the Peor incident. After the plague, Adonai said to Moshe and Eleazar, the son of Aharon the Kohen, take a census of the entire assembly of the people of Israel, 20 years old and over, by their ancestral clans, who are all subject to military service in Israel. Moshe and Eleazar the Kohen spoke with them on the plains of Moab, by the Yarden across from Jericho, explaining, those 20 years old and over who came out of the land of Egypt, as Adonai ordered Moshe and the people of Israel. The census results begin with Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. The descendants of Reuben were Hanochah, the family of Hanochai, of Palu, the family of Palui, of Hezron, the family of Hezroni, and of Carmi, the family of Carmi. These were the families of Reuben. Of them were counted 43,730. The sons of Palu, Eliav, and the sons of Eliav, Nemuel, Datan, Avaram. These are the same Datan and Avaram, men of reputation in the community, who rebelled against Moshe and Aharon and Korach's group when they rebelled against Adonai. And the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up together with Korach when the group died. And the fire consumed 250 men, and they became a warning sign. However, the sons of Korach did not die. The descendants of Shimon by their families were Nemuel, the family of Nemueli, of Yamin, the family of Yamanim, of Yakin, the family of Yakani, of Zarach, the family of Zachri, and of Shaul, the family of Shauli. These were the families of the Shimoni, 22,200. The descendants of Gad by their families were of Zophon, the family of Zophoni, of Haggai, the family of Haggai, of Shuni, the family of Shuni, of Odzi, the family of Ozni, of Eri, the family of Eri, of Arad, the family of Aradi, and of Areli, the family of Areli. These were the families of the sons of Gad, according to those counted of them, 40,500. The sons of Yehuda, first Er and Onan, but Er and Onan died in the land of Canaan. The sons of Yehuda who had descendants were of Shelah, the family of Shelani, of Peretz, the sons of Paratzi, and of Zarach, the family of Zaraki. The sons of Peretz were of Hetzeron, the family of Hetzeroni, and of Hamul, the family of Hamuli. These were the families of Yehuda, according to those counted of them, 76,500. The descendants of Yissachar by the families were of Tola, the family of Toli, of Puva, the family of Puni, of Yeshuv, the family of Yeshuvi, and of Shimron, the family of Shimroni. These were the families of Yissachar, according to those counted of them, 64,300. The descendants of Zebulun by their families were of Sered, the family of Sardi, of Elon, the family of Eloni, and of Yakel, the family of Yakeli. These were the families of Zebuloni, according to those counted of them, 60,500. The sons of Joseph, by their families, were Manasseh and Ephraim. The descendants of Manasseh were of Machar, the family of Machri. Machir was the father of Gilad, the family of Giladi. These were the descendants of Gilad, of Aedzer, the family of Aedzer, Zeri, of Halek, the family of Elki, of Asriel, the family of Asrieli, of Shechem, the family of Shechemi, of Shmida, the family of Shmidadi, and of Hefer, the family of the Hefri. Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, had no sons, but he did have daughters. The names of the daughters of Zelophehad were Maklah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Zertzah. These were the families of Manasseh. Of them were counted 52,700. These are the descendants of Ephraim by their families. Of Shutelek, the family of Shuteleki, of Becher, the family of Bakri, and of Takan, the family of Takani. These are the descendants of Shuteleki, of Aran, the family of Arani. These were the families of the descendants of Ephraim, according to those of them that were counted, 32,500. These were the descendants of Joseph by their families. The descendants of Benjamin by their families were of Bela, the family of Bali, of Ashbel, the family of Ashbeli, of Akhiram, the family of Akhirami, of Shuphafim, the family of Shuphami, and of Hupham, the family of Huphami. The sons of Bela were Ard and Naaman, the family of Ardi, and the family of Naaman. These were the descendants of Benjamin by their families. Of them were counted 45,600. The descendants of Dan by their families were Shukam, the family of Shukami. These were the families of Dan by their families. All the families of Shukami, according to those of them that were counted, were 64,400. The descendants of Asher by their families of Yimnah, the family of Yimnah, of Yishvi, the family of Yishvi, and of Briah, the family of Bri. Of the descendants of Briah, of Hever, the family of Hevri, and of Malkiel, the family of Malkiel. The name of Asher's daughter was Sarah. These were the families of the descendants of Asher, according to those of them that were counted, 53,400. The descendants of Naphtali by their families, of Yetzelel, the families of Yetzeleli, of Guni, the family of Guni, of Yetzer, the family of Yitzri, and of Shelim, the family of Shelemi. These are the families of Naphtali, according to their families. Those of them that were counted were 45,400. Thus, those who were counted of the people of Israel numbered 601,730. Adonai said to Moshe, the land is to be parceled out among those as a possession to be inherited, according to the numbers of names. To those families with more persons, you are to give a greater inheritance, and to those with fewer, you are to give a smaller inheritance. Each family's inheritance is to be given according to the number counted in it. However, the land is to be awarded by lot. They will inherit according to the names of the tribes of their ancestors. But the inheritance is to be parceled out by lot between the families with more and those with fewer. Those counted among the Levi by their families were of Gershon, the family of Gershuni, of Kat, the family of Kahati, and of Rari, the family of Merari. These are the families of Levi, the family of Levini, the family of Evroni, the family of Malki, the family of Mushi, and the family of Gorki. Kahat was the father of Amram. The name of Amram's wife is Yocheved, the daughter of Levi, who was born to Levi in Egypt. And she bore to Amram, Aharon, Moshe, and their sister Miriam. To Aharon were born Nadav, Abihu, Eleazar, and Itamar. But Nadav and Abihu died when they offered unauthorized fire before Adonai. Those males 1 month old or more counted of the Levi were 23,000. These were not included in the census of the people of Israel, because no land for inheritance was given to them among the people of Israel. These are the ones counted by Moshe and Eleazar the Kohen, who took a census of the people of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan across from Jericho. But there was not among them who had also been included in the census of Moshe and Aharon the Kohen when they enumerated the people of Israel in the Sinai desert, because Adonai had said of them, they will surely die in the desert. So there was not left even one of them, except Caleb, the son of Yefuneh, and Yehoshua, the son of Nun. Then the daughters of Solomon, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilad, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, approached. These were the names of his daughters: Makla, Noah, Hagla, Milcah, and Zerta. They stood in front of Moshe, Eleazar the Kohen, the leaders and the whole community at the entrance to the tent of meeting, and said, "Our father died in the desert. He wasn't part of the group who assembled themselves to rebel against Adonai and Korach's group, but he died in his own sin, and he had no sons. Why should the name of our father be eliminated from his family just because he didn't have a son? Give us property to possess along with the brothers of our father. Moshe brought their cause before Adonai. Adonai answered Moshe, the daughters of Zelophehad are right in what they say. You must give them property to be inherited along with that of their father's brothers. Have what their father would have inherited passed to them. Moreover, say to the people of Israel, if a man dies and does not have a son, you are to have his inheritance passed to his daughter. If he doesn't have a daughter, give his inheritance to his brothers. If he has no brothers, give his inheritance to his father's brothers. If his father doesn't have brothers, give his inheritance to the closest relative in his family, and he will possess it. This will be the standard for judgment to be used by the people of Israel, as Adonai ordered Moshe. Adonai said to Moshe, climb this mountain in the Avarim range, and look out at the land which I have given the people of Israel. After you have seen it, you too will be gathered to your people, just as Aharon your brother was gathered. Because in the Sin desert, when the community was disputing with me, you rebelled against my order to uphold my holiness by means of the water, with looking on. This was the Rabat Kadesh spring in the Zin desert. Moshe said to Adonai, let Adonai, God of the spirits of all human beings, appoint a man to be over the community, to go out and come in ahead of them, to lead them out and bring them in, so that Adonai's community will not be like sheep without a shepherd. Adonai said to Moshe, take Yahushua, the son of Nun, a spiritual man, and lay your hand on him. Put him in front of Eleazar the Kohen and the whole community, and commission him in their sight. Delegate to him some of your authority, so that the entire community of Israel will obey him. He is to present himself to Eleazar the Kohen, who is to find out by means of the Urim what Adonai's will is for Yahshua's decisions. Then at his word they will go out, and at his word they will come in, both he and all the people of Israel with him, the whole community. Moshe did as Adonai had ordered him. He took Yahshua, put him before Eleazar and the Kohen and the whole community, laid his hands on him, and commissioned him as Adonai had said through Moshe. Adonai said to Moshe, give an order to the people of Israel. Tell them, you are to take care to offer me at the proper time the fruit presented to me as offerings made by fire, providing a fragrant aroma for me. Tell them, this is the offering made by fire that you are to bring to Adonai. Male lambs in their first year without defect, 2 daily as a regular burnt offering. Offer the one lamb in the morning and the other lamb at dusk, along with 2 quarts of fine flour as grain offering, mixed with 1 quart of oil from pressed olives. It is the regular burnt offering, the same as was offered on Mount Sinai, to give a fragrant aroma, an offering made by fire for Adonai. Its drink offering is to be 1 quarter hin for 1 lamb. In the holy place you are to pour out a drink offering of intoxicated liquor to Adonai. The other lamb you are to present at dusk. Present it with the same kind of grain offering and drink offering as in the morning. It is an offering made by fire, with a fragrant aroma for Adonai. On Shabbat, offer 2 male lambs, in their first year and without defect, with 1 gallon of fine flour as a grain offering, mixed with olive oil, and its drink offering. This is the burnt offering for every Shabbat, in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. At each Rosh Chodesh of yours, you are to present a burnt offering to Adonai consisting of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year and without defect, with 6 quarts of fine flour mixed with olive oil as a grain offering for each bull, 4 quarts of fine flour mixed with olive oil as a grain offering for the 1 ram, and 2 quarts of fine flour mixed with olive oil as a grain offering for each lamb. This will be a burnt offering giving a fragrant aroma. an offering made by fire for Adonai. Their drink offerings will be 2 quarts of wine for a bull, 1 1/3 quarts for a ram, and 1 quart for each lamb. This is the burnt offering for every Rosh Chodesh throughout the months of the year. Also, a male goat is to be offered as a sin offering to Adonai, in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. In the first month, on the 14th day of the month, is Adonai's Pesach. On the 15th day of the month is to be a feast. Matzah is to be eaten for 7 days. The first day is to be a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work, but present an offering made by fire, a burnt offering, to Adonai, consisting of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year. They are to be without defect for you. With their grain offerings, fine flour mixed with olive oil. Offer 6 quarts for a bull, 4 quarts for the ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs. Also, a male goat as a sin offering to make atonement for you. You are to offer these in addition to the morning burnt offering, which is the regular burnt offering. In this fashion, you are to offer daily, for 7 days, the food of the offering made by fire, making a fragrant aroma for Adonai. It is to be offered in addition to the regular burnt offering and its drink offering. On the 7th day, you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of work. Do not do any kind of ordinary work. On the day of the first fruits, when you bring a new grain offering to Adonai in your feast of Shavuot, you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work, but present a burnt offering as a fragrant aroma for Adonai, consisting of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, 7 male lambs in their first year, and their grain offering. Fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for each bull, 4 quarts for 1 ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs, plus a male goat to make its atonement for you. You are to offer these in addition to the regular burnt offering and its grain offering. They are to be without defect for you, with their drink offerings. In the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you are to have a holy convocation. Do not do any kind of ordinary work. It is the day of blowing the shofar for you. Prepare a burnt offering to make a fragrant aroma for Adonai. 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year and without defect. With their grain offering, consisting of fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for 1 bull, 4 quarts for the ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering to make atonement for you. This is to be in addition to the burnt offering for Rosh Chodesh, with its grain offering, the regular burnt offering with its grain offering, and their drink offering, according to the rule for them. This will be a fragrant aroma, an offering made by fire to Adonai. On the 10th day of this 7th month, you are to have a holy convocation. You are to deny yourselves, and you are not to do any kind of work, but you are to present a burnt offering to Adonai to make a fragrant aroma. 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs in their first year. They are to be without defect for you. With their grain offering, fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for the bull, 4 quarts for 1 ram, and 2 quarts for each of the 7 lambs. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the sin offering for atonement and the regular burnt offering with its grain offering and their drink offerings. On the 15th day of the 7th month, you are to have a holy convocation. You are not to do any kind of ordinary work, and you are to observe a feast to Adonai 7 days. You are to present a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, bringing a fragrant aroma to Adonai. It is to consist of 13 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year. They are to be without defect. With their grain offering, fine flour mixed with olive oil, 6 quarts for each of the 13 bulls, 4 quarts for each of the 2 rams, and 2 quarts for each of the 14 lambs. Also 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its grain and drink offerings. On the second day, you are to present 12 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bulls, rams, and lambs according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also, 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering, its grain offering, and their drink offerings. On the third day, 11 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also, 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its grain and drink offerings. On the fourth day, 10 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also, 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its grain and drink offerings. On the fifth day, 9 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also, 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offerings with its grain and drink offerings. On the sixth day, 8 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also, 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offering with its grain and drink offerings. On the seventh day, 7 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bulls, rams, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also, 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offerings with its grain offering and drink offerings. On the 8th day, you are to have a festive assembly. You are not to do any kind of ordinary work, but you are to present a burnt offering, an offering made by fire, giving a fragrant aroma to Adonai. 1 bull, 1 ram, 7 male lambs in their first year without defect, with the grain and drink offerings for the bull, the ram, and lambs, according to their number, in keeping with the rule. Also, 1 male goat as a sin offering, in addition to the regular burnt offerings with its grain and drink offerings. You are to offer these to Adonai at your designated times, in addition to your vows and voluntary offerings, whether these are your burnt offerings, grain offerings, drink offerings, or peace offerings. Moshe told the people of Israel everything, just as Adonai had ordered Moshe.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu betorah emet, v'chaya olam nata batukenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who has given us a Torah of truth and planted eternal life in our midst. Blessed are you, O Lord, giver of the Torah. Amen. V'zot haTorah asher shemosh livnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. And this is the Torah that Moses placed before the children of Israel at the command of the Lord through Moses' hand. Amen.